Dope ass dude podcast. Transparent conversation. Real life stories. Hustling, grind, transparent conversation. Real life stories. Hustling, grind.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, the dope ass dude, and I am so excited to be back with you guys on tonight. You guys already know Monday is my favorite night of the week, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys on tonight. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to get the preliminary things out the way. I see we already got Karen Billington in the chat. What's going on, Karen? Happy to see you out there in the chat. Karen Billington, 4997. So happy to see you in the chat tonight. Actually, you first in the chat tonight. So, hey, happy to see you out there. But let's go ahead and get the preliminary things out of the way. You guys already know, if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And while you're there, click on notifications so that you can be notified each and every time a new episode of the podcast is uploaded to the site. And then while you're there, go ahead and click on like so that it can be shared with others just like you. Now, if you're unable to catch it on Monday nights, you can always catch it on the go. It's always available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and iHeartRadio immediately after we finish tonight. So it's available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And then you can watch it live every week on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. Again, that's Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. And going to get my follow information out of the way. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, you can follow me on both of those platforms. The Dope Ass Dude Podcast on both Instagram and TikTok. And while I'm doing this here, we'll go ahead and get Gaye's information out of the way as well. You can follow Gaye on Instagram and TikTok. She is on both platforms, Gaye, Gaye _ Arbuckle. So let me give that again. Gaye, Gaye _ Arbuckle, which is spelled Arbuckle. So you can find her there. And then if you guys want to book Gaye for your next event at your church or just anything that you're doing, it could be a wedding, it could be a church event, it could be a holiday party or whatever, a worship conference, you can always book Gaye on her website, and that is gayearbuckle.com. So again, you can book her and get more information about concerts and things that she's doing across the world, because she is internationally known. So you can reach her at gayearbuckle.com. So you guys already know this whole season of the podcast is based off of the K. Renee CD audition tape. I was blessed to be able to write all the songs on that project. And this song, Momma's song, The Great I Am, is kind of like homage to my mom. My mom is a musician. She taught me how to play, similar to Gaye's story. Gaye's mother is the foundation of her musical career, and similar to me. So when I wrote this song, I was just trying to find the bridge with the old and the new. So you got the old lingo and you have some new lingo, safe space. Back in the day, that would be shelter from the storm. So, just mixing the two together. And I'm really excited to have Gaye on here, because Gaye has such a special relationship with her mother. And it's funny, when I sent out the promos for this here, I got a couple of responses back, and everybody was like, she is the perfect person for this episode. So I'm happy to have her on here. And I see we got Pat in the chat. Good evening, Pat. Good evening. And Marion. Good evening, Marion. And I see we got Lavette Bell in the chat as well. Lavette is a caregiver, and that's what we're going to be talking about on tonight. And we're going to go ahead and bring Gaye on out here, because she can talk about herself way better than me. Gay, what's going on? Hey, Gay, let me unmute you. Let's see here. Well, Gay, you might have to unmute yourself there. I can't unmute you.
How about that?
I can hear you, Gay.
We made it.
We made it.
We made it.
Y'all Gay done went back and got all duded up and everything, put a makeup on, and she done got glammed up for us.
Listen, I don't know who's out there, so just in case.
What's been going on, Gay?
Oh my gosh, I am doing wonderfully well. I have to say, I'm really in a great place in my life. You know, complaining is not going to be one of the things I want to do. So just letting you know now, I'm good.
I love that. I love that. Complaining is one thing I'm not going to do. I love that. So was that a process because your life is extremely busy? You're a mom, you're a recording artist, you're a caregiver, you're a daughter, you're a sister, you're all these things. So just getting to this point, because it seemed like with everything that you have on your plate, it would be easy for you to complain about something. So was it a struggle getting to that place that you're just like, hey, I'm not complaining about nothing, I'm good?
You know, I'll say yes. Because there are times when I'm driving down the street and I see homeless people on the side of the road, I'm like, yeah, be quiet. When I look at the world and everything that's going on, the war, just anything that's on the negative side, I'm going, Gay, you could be there as opposed to being here. And I remember one time somebody was saying, well, let's trade places. And I went, yeah, I think I'm good. You know, now, has it always been great? No, it's just the kind of world we live in. But I am really blessed to be breathing. I'm in my right mind. And as long as I'm mobile and I'm moving around, there's still work for me to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I love that. And it's so funny. It's like, well, not funny, but I mean, I love to hear you say that. But when we find the big blessing in the little bitty things, like I'm breathing, that's like, people just think like, oh, that's just a natural thing. Now, that's a lot of people not breathing. A lot of people woke up dead for the first time this morning, you know? So
exactly.
It's like that is not something that is promised to us every day. So when you can just find the blessing in that, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think if we would, in complaining, what we're saying, I believe sometimes to the Lord is, I don't like how you made me, or I don't like what you're doing with my life. And somebody else is going, well, I'm just grateful somebody gave me $1 on the corner, or I'm just grateful that I just have shelter. It may not be like someone else's. And I think that's where we may get a little confused. We start comparing ourselves to other people, and we don't know how they got what they got. So it's like you trading places. So would you want to go through all of what they went through to get what they have now? You might want to think about that.
I love that, because yeah, comparing yourself, you're always going to come up short. I said 1,000 times, because we are comparing our reality to our perception of someone else. So we don't know what, like you said, we don't know what those people going through to have what they have. So
exactly.
So, Gaye, since you were last on the podcast, you've had a worship conference. You ignored me at a homegoing service. You passed right by me, ignored me, then came back in and asked me to play for y'all. Should have said, no, just act like you don't know me. No.
Okay, let me clean this up, everybody. That is untrue. I'm not going to say he's lying. I'm just saying that is untrue. I didn't even see him. I was going to the ladies' room. And I remember sitting there going, I need somebody to play for me. I said, well, I'm just go to the restroom. Then when I came back, I was like, John, Patrick, get over here. And he was sitting back like this, like, what you singing? And I told him, he's like, all right, what key? You got it like that, John? Thank you very much. I ain't saying nothing. And he did a fantastic job. I'm so glad. Hallelujah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just, again, another one of those reasons that, I mean, I love God so much, is because like me and you, we say this all the time. We're connected for something bigger than what we don't even know. And that day I was late to the funeral. I was like a whole hour late because I got my time mixed up that day. And probably I would have been gone by then if I would have made it there on time. But it was just like I was running late. I get there and then I see you. And then like it's always an honor to play for you. It's like for real, it's really an honor to play for you. So when I got that opportunity to do it, it was like, whoa, and then of course we were there for someone that we love and everything. So it was good to be able to honor them in such a beautiful way, So, but I got it. Like we always say, we're connected for something so much bigger than what we think. So,
right. And then the other part is stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Exactly.
So, so if you have a gift, whatever God is calling you to do, practice it, pursue it, keep going, don't give up. Because you never know. The next day may be the day that you have to do it. I was telling John this weekend, I had I got a keyboard and I decided to get up and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go in here and play this song. And then when I got to the program, I ended up having to play because when I turned around, there was nobody on the keys. And I went, I guess it's up to me. And here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that I play. I played before I started singing. So when I sat down, you could just kind of look like, she's going to play? Like, I'm going to play for real. That's
for real. For real. So she ain't a BTU musician that only can play this little light of mine.
This ain't the Sunday school musician. This one. Y'all, I play. And all glory goes to God. But I'm grateful that if a musician decide, we're not gonna play that. I got you. Don't worry about it. Scoot over. I got you. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, because y'all, for real, if you and Gaye don't play that often. So if you ever see her out ministering, she's normally singing and she has some phenomenal people backing her and everything. So you rarely ever get her a chance to see her play. But when you do, it's like definitely like a treat. Because like I tell you, and don't let her get on the organ, y'all. So y'all already know, I think that's the sexiest thing ever. A woman
Why
on
did
the
I
organ.
know you were gonna say that?
Yes, that is the sexiest thing ever. Especially when she can just like sit down and play, like play. It's like that is sexy. But Gaye, she can do it, y'all. Like she's phenomenal.
It's a blessing. I said, God is like saying, use all these gifts. This is for everyone out there. If you're the best tambourine player, get that tambourine. I mean, play it. Maracas, shake them. Whatever it is, if you're a musician, study your craft, do it, and I'll be honest, sometimes I don't play a lot because I always have someone who can play for me and they play very well. But those moments may be coming down where the Lord is going, I need you to sit down. And I need you to start playing. So I'm grateful to use these fingers. Some people don't even have hands or fingers, so use them.
Yeah, that is so true. So yeah, we got some comments already out here. So Lavette Bell said, I knew that you play. Yeah,
you did. Okay.
Awesome. And Pat, she giving me a compliment. Thanks, Pat. I am awesome. I appreciate that. And this was to the comment about you coming off and getting your makeup on. She's saying, be always ready. Yeah.
I don't know who's out here. Who knows?
And Pat said, looking good, my sister.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit. So life has, a new title has been added to you. You're wearing a new hat. Yeah. You're now a caregiver. So let's talk a little bit about that because you're sharing it with the world. And I think your journey that you're sharing with us is so beautiful. So talk a little bit about
that. I remember one day, first my mom came. She's been with me probably like over a year and maybe 4 or 5 months now. And her coming on, I just thought, okay, we're going to have a good time. But at the same time, I was thinking, what about my life? Because I traveled a lot and I'm like, God, I still want to do ministry. I still want to travel. I still want to go. So my mom came. I remember this one day, I remember getting up on Sunday and I was like, all right, Mom, we're going to get up and go to church. And she was laying in bed. She looked at me and she said, what? I said, we're going to get up and go to church. She said, you go. And I'm thinking, come on, Mom, I'm just excited. Come on, Mom, we can go to church. She's like, no. And that's when I realized, I said, okay, I'm going to have to learn her pattern. For those who don't know, my mother has dementia. and it can be challenging a lot of times because there are some mood swings, but the real big mood swing comes when she has a UTI. I didn't know how powerful those things were until my mother had one, and it was a great scare for me because she wasn't moving. She was just kind of sluggish. But because my mother can eat, she can. When I'm singing, she sings with me. When we're in the car, she loves her slushies. If anybody's ever seen the video, she loves to go to QT. And this particular day, I noticed, I was like, she's not moving like she's supposed to. So it's almost like I got her to the hospital emergency just in time. And she was in there for like 3 days. They did a full search to make sure she was okay, which I just believe that the Lord called that to be so, because sometimes you can go to the doctor and they can check that one thing and then you're out. But this time they searched from her head all the way to her toes. So caring for her has really shown a lot about myself. Like, I love my mother, I do, but there's a different kind of love now that I have for her. It's like I know she needs me, even although it may feel sometimes that she doesn't know me, and she doesn't know that my name is Gaye. She may call my name, but I don't think she knows it's me. But it's something in there that says, I feel your spirit of love. I feel your spirit of help. And that's a great thing. So if anyone is caring for a parent with dementia, you can kind of relate to what I'm talking about. It's a disease that you wouldn't put it on anybody. My grandmother had it. So my prayer now is that it stops right where my mom is, and it's no more after that.
Yeah. And it's true what you just said, because like, so my mom is living with dementia as well.
Okay.
And fortunately, I have 4 sisters, and they do an amazing job with my mom and everything. But that whole UTI thing, it caught us off guard too, because
Hmm.
like you said, it changes up a lot of things. It changes up their mood, their
Yes.
personality, and it brings out things that you are not accustomed to seeing. And my dad, he had it as well. And just like you, I'm praying that it stops there.
Exactly.
His mother didn't have it, but my mom's mother did have it. So we're living with that now.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, it does take a special person to be able to be a caregiver, because you have to be extremely patient. And my sisters, I have to give them the props. They do such an exceptional job. They do
Yeah.
such an exceptional job, because it's no training for it. There
No,
is no training for it. You just like
you're
have
right.
to adjust with what's going on.
Yeah. And here's the thing. There was a lady, her name is called Pat the caregiver. She was such a blessing to me. So my mom came, she kind of was a coach for me to show me, hey, your mom is probably doing this. So what you need to do now, go and make this happen, yada, yada, yada. So she gave me a lot of instructions of what to do. But everybody's parent is different. So my mom is really laid back. She just wants to sleep. Somebody else's mom is very combative. They're like this all the time. Someone else's parent maybe gets the keys, walks outside, gets lost, still wants to drive. So it's different for everyone. And that's what I'm learning, because since the Lord called me to start, putting my videos out on social media, at first, because I'm so private, I thought, I don't know. And he's like, put it out there. And once I started doing it, people were like, thank you for this. I remember my mom, I took care of her for 13 years. Or thank you for this. I'm going through this right now. Or this brings light. My mom died, is no longer with me. And it just brings, you don't know what it does for everyone to see that you can. And then for me, I know there are other people out there just like me. They just trying to make it every day, loving on their parents, doing the best that they can. And those times when it gets hard, I mean, some of those times you just walk away and go, now God, I can't today. And then the Lord just gives you strength, and he starts to send people. Hallelujah. He starts to send people just out of the blue. Hey, I want this one particular day. I was at home, and a friend called. She said, "Hey, did you go to church today?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Okay, I'm on my way." She came over to my house. let me put my clothes on so I could go to church. Because I never would have asked her. I'm just like, I do it myself. And out of the blue, just somebody just reaching out, going, I got you. And as a caregiver, you need to know that there are other people who see what you're doing, that they recognize the love that you're giving to your parent, not as a show off. It's like, no, this is real. This is real. And I'm grateful that I get a chance to do this through trial and error. Even still today, I've just had to learn my mother's pattern. And then it shows me that I am strong. With God, I am definitely strong.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And I know you private. I get it. I'm same way, but I'm learning that the when we are experiencing things in our lives, many times it's for us to share with other people, especially when God has blessed us with a stage or some type of audience that we can show, hey, you're not the only one in this. I'm here with you. I'm walking with you. And then that whole part, when you are a private person and you're as independent as you are, it is a struggle to let people love you, other people outside. So when your friend calls you and say, hey, I'm coming over there, I'm going to do this here, whatever. Sometimes we're not expecting that but you giving love. So why can't you receive love, Gaye?
That's so true. It's like, because I'm a giver. I'm like, I give to a default. I'm a loyalist. So if I'm in, I'm in. If I say I got your back, I got your back. And when people don't do it for me, I'll be honest. I'm like, now, I I got you. Why you don't have me? And the Lord had to show me everybody not like you, and you have to be okay that they're not like you. And He'll start weeding out some and bringing in a new group. And you going, I wouldn't have never chosen her, or I wouldn't have even looked his way, or how did these people know that I needed this? And so it's been a blessing the whole time to know that the Lord is going, if you just let me do it, I'll give you the resources. I'll help you figure out stuff that your mind has been boggled about for the longest. It's like, I'm gonna figure it out for you, because I'm gonna send the people and they just gonna bring it to your bosom. Thank you, Lord.
Yep. That's why, you can't tell me do anything to make me doubt God, because He send the right people in the seasons that we're going through. Exactly. We just have to be open to what He's doing. And I trust Him that, hey, God, you got me. And like I said, when these people are coming, Gaye, I love that for you, because I never forget that one conversation you and I had when you were getting ready to enter into this phase of your life. And you was just questioning, like, because you had reached this space where you were wanting to do a little bit more for you. And you were like wondering, like, how is this going to impact my life? But I never forget the resounding line that you said that stood out. You said, I just can't let my mom go into a home. You said that I just cannot allow my mom to go into a home. So I have to do it. And I mean, God is just so faithful. Oh, He's faithful.
He is. And it's like there was an opportunity that I had to move out of town for a ministry. And I kept struggling with that. I was like, I really want to do this. And every time they would come back and I was like, yeah, they say, okay, what we come up with? And I'm thinking, okay, well, let me see what we're going to do. I could not accept it. And that was the Lord saying, you're not going, because your mom's finna come stay with you. Because by the time I would have taken the job, moved my mother, because her husband died, my mother would have been come with me. And I was like, I need to be in a place where I know people that they can help me. And where I was going, I really didn't know anyone. And my mother would have been moving with me, or I don't know what would have happened. But I knew the Lord, He blocked that. And I was thinking, what a great opportunity. Oh my God. But it wasn't for me. And this has been a whole full blessing for me. I one day I was in the room, and of course I love my mom, but I just went, I love taking care of you. I love doing it. I don't even use gloves no more. First I was using gloves. I was like, I don't even do that anymore. It's like, okay, get up. All right, we're gonna do this. Okay, so this is ministry too. I may not have a mic in my hand, I may not be on a platform, but this is ministry, taking care of my mom, because who's gonna do it? Me.
Yeah. So we got a lot of people out here that can relate. So let's look at some of these comments.
Yes, let me see.
So Pat said, praying for you, and yes, a UTI is nothing to play with. God bless you and your mother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Miss Tiff said, let me get my tissue. This is hitting home. Miss Tiff is a caregiver. Yeah, she's a caregiver herself.
Yes.
And Lavette said, I can wholeheartedly, I'm assuming agree with what you're saying, because Lavette is a caregiver. And then we got Tony out here. Tony, his mom is living with dementia. Tony's the worship pastor at the church I play for. And his mom is living with dementia too. And, so I think a lot of people are walking in the same shoes that you are walking in.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you're sharing your story. And let me see. Patrick said, no, that's Lavette. I had to learn to receive the love. But Patrick was saying earlier that he knows how that felt as well, because he dealt Patrick Bradley with his mom.
Okay.
Yeah. So, been there. That's what he said. Been there. Patrick Bradley said been there. Yeah, he's dealt with that. Yeah. So, Gaye, I'm glad that you got out of your way, because because that whole I'm private, I don't like, and I think this too. I think that's a way of honoring your mother as well, because your mom was a private person, and she kept her stuff to herself. And I worked with your mom for years over at Pick 'em Rest, and your mom was, she came to the church, she did what she was supposed to do, and then she went home. And she might call you during the week and talk to you sometime. But she wasn't involved in no mess. You didn't hear her name and nothing.
No.
You didn't hear her. And she was all about her kids, you and your two brothers. She was about you guys and promoting you. So I think you do such an amazing job with honoring your mom, because some people would make it all about them and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to do this, show the world me, and show this is what I'm doing. But you still honor your mom, because your mom, I've never seen you have your mom on the camera looking a mess. I see some people and they got their parents on there looking horrible. I mean, your mom is always looking good. I love that about Miss Arbuckle.
Yeah. I mean, I would, if she was aware. I mean, my mother, before she could dress, everywhere she went, she looked nice. I mean, hair, pedicure, manicure, beads, whatever she was wearing, it was always top notch. So I'm like, you're not going out. You're going, like you used to be. I'm gonna do my best to keep you right there at that spot. And it represents me. What kind of caregiver am I, or what kind of daughter am I, if I just put my mom on anything and be like, good luck today, mom, whatever. All right, we see that. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And Melissa George said, I can relate. And Melissa, she was a caregiver. Her mom's lived with dementia for years. Actually, it was a long period of time. And her mom passed, I think it was like 2 years ago. And Melissa took care of her mom full time. And, she even left her job and just took care of her mother, And so you watch that journey. And again, you see so many people doing that now, because I didn't pay attention to it when I was younger, but it just seemed like there are more caregivers in the world than
I am so with you on that. I wasn't paying attention either. When I would hear probably someone say I'm caring for my mother, because I wasn't there, I didn't get it. If someone was saying, they have their dad or relative, they're in a wheelchair, you just go and speak, hey, how you doing? And you keep going. And then you go, now I'm there. And it takes a little bit more patience. You got to be strategic. You got to be prepared. When I have to get my mom in the car and take her somewhere, sometimes my mother doesn't want to get in the car. And I'm like, all right, mom, you got to help me. I'm going to pick you up, or either I'm going to have to help you lean. Because it's been times where it looked like she was falling to the ground and I had to grab her and pull up. And I'm like, I'm not that strong. So I was like, okay, I got to find a way to help her to hold on to something where I can probably pull her from the back where her bottom is, or with the gate belt, and so I can sit her down so she doesn't hit the floor. So you're just aware of it. You just paying attention to what's going on. And then those days when she'll say things like, did I do good today? And I'm just like,
Mm.
hey, yeah, mom, you did good today. She said, okay. And then if I leave, she said, you gonna leave me? I said, no, mama, I'm on my way. I'm just gonna get you something to eat. I'll come back. Okay, you coming back? Then I find myself, I lay in the bed with her sometimes and fall asleep, and she may grab my hand, or I may reach over and just hug her, and we're asleep. And then there are times when I don't know why she does it. She's like, sir, sir. I'll be like, Mom, I'm not a sir. Sir, sir. And I'm like, I just answer. I'm like, yeah, Mom, what you need? And she'll go ahead and tell me, say, excuse me, sir. I don't know what happened through that line. Something happened, but I'm whatever you need. What's on? I'm coming to America. Whatever you like. That's what I'm. That's where I am. I'm just like,
Oh my God. So we got another come in from Karen Saxon. What's going on, Karen? She said, I was a caregiver to my mother who went home to be with the Lord 7 years ago yesterday. It is
oh,
true what you're saying. Been there and done that. I loved Carl. Yeah, I think that's Carl for my mother. I
Karen.
love yeah, Karen. I loved Karen for my mother until she passed. Thank you for sharing. Yeah,
That's
thank
my
you,
joy.
Karen, for that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really a blessing. And uh when I see older people being misused or abused, I'm going, they can't even help it. I don't understand it. But some people don't care. They don't care. And I feel like even if my mother, if I did right now and said I'm taking her to a home, I don't know if my mother would make it, because she's got perfect care here. I don't know how long.
Yeah, yeah. And Tony, it's funny you mentioned about people who abuse elderly people. Tony just said, and people shouldn't take advantage of sick parents for personal gain. That is so
Exactly.
true. That's kind of bad there. That's
Yeah.
really, really bad. So, Gaye, so let's talk a little bit about, because I know that you are a full-time caregiver for your mom. So how do you, because I think this is where people sometimes struggle with being caregiver, is that they're constantly giving to someone else, but they never find the balance to do something for them. So how is that for you? How is balancing and taking care of you in this process? What do you do for self-care?
So I started walking, and I pretty much walk every day, maybe about it's about 4 or 5 times around the block, give and take a few those. And then I have a lady who comes in, which she's doing so well with mom, and she cares for mom. She gives me a break where I can run my errands, and she stays for about 5 hours. Uh, and then she goes home. But during that time that she's here, I can go get my hair done or what, grocery shopping, what have you. She cooks for mom. She really takes care of her. But I tried, like this weekend, I took mama out. And I said, okay, we gonna go hang out. We went to church, and my daughter just happened to be coming to the same place where I had to minister. And my mother's back there just having a good time because she needs to get out of the house. So I'm like, okay, I can get out the house, do what I like to do, and you get a chance to come and go with me. But between that and I may go between that walking, sometimes I go to the library and just do some work, because if I'm here, I'll get up, go wash clothes, get up, do something else. It's like I got to get away from the house. So I try to get away as much as I can. I took a cruise in December, which I need to take another one. And that was so good. And I'm sitting on the boat going, I am on a cruise the whole time. And I look, and then I'm on the bank looking at the water going, I am on a cruise. A whole year I hadn't just been away, not have to minister the scene, but really to vacate. So, and I'm learning every day how to really take time for me. But that walking releases me, it gets me out of the house, and I just have that time to myself. I do my yard, which I did today, as a matter of fact. Just kind of doing some extra things.
Love it, love it. So okay, but we don't want to just move skate by that little cruise part that you just mentioned, because something happened on that cruise. Yeah, Gaye, see, you be thinking I forget stuff. Like,
I thought you would.
no, I don't forget nothing. I don't forget nothing.
OMG.
So tell everybody what happened on the cruise.
So I get on the cruise, and I was just in this whole dramatic. I'm crying. My friend, oh no, 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 no. She's like, hey, she's trying to talk me off the ledge. Blah blah blah. So then we're sitting there, and they have this whole little fun day on deck. And they said, can anybody? They were doing different things. Anybody got a quarter? Does anybody have $1? This particular time, they said, can anybody sing the national anthem? I jumped up. I said, I can. And they looked. I was like, okay. And I think they were looking like,
Looks bad.
yeah, here go another one. So he gave me that mic. I sung that song because here's what my goal is. So y'all pray for me. I want to sing for the Super Bowl one day. I don't care what year it is. I want to sing for I want to do the national anthem for the Super Bowl and for other areas too. But anyway, that's my top one. That's my next one. Anyway, so he gives me the mic. I'm singing the song. I open my eyes. People are just staring at me. And I thought, I didn't get on this boat to do this. I'm just going to do it and keep going. So he goes, hey, we're having a karaoke tonight. Can you come to it? I was like, yeah, I come. So my friend is like, we're going, okay, let's see what song we're going to sing. I said, I got the song. You don't. Like, let's see, what's our song? What we're going to choose? I said, all right. So anyway, I go into the karaoke. It's about 17 of us. And so I was number 12. I can remember that. We only do a snippet of the song. And they was like, okay. So I thought that was it. We just going to all sing. They're like, all right, now we're going to vote. And I thought, okay. All right, we'll vote. So they called me last because they choose me. And it's like, these are the people who are going to be on the Voice on the Oceans. And I thought, I looked at my friend, I said, did you know he's going to do that? She's like, no, did you? I said, no, I just come to doing karaoke because he asked. And she's like, okay. So they pull you to the side. And it's like, hey, these are the songs you have to choose from. We're going to have a band and everything. We're going to be on the stage. I'm thinking, it's getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, okay. So I go. And we have to have rehearsal. I do my song, and they made sure they chose people with variety. So everybody wasn't doing the same thing. And I didn't do a church song, y'all. So I did Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love. And that was,
oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we get in there. I mean, we're talking about, if you've ever been on the cruise, those boats, the stage, this is like major, y'all. So they gave the people the little buttons that you could press if you like them. Like that. And I didn't even know. So anywho, so I get up there and we have rehearsal and they said, all right, come back at this time. I said, all right, I come back and I end up winning the competition. I end up winning. That was not that. My friend said, make sure you go on this cruise and relax again. I said, oh, don't worry about it. Because when I get there, I am going to chill out. People probably want to wear a bikini. I may pull me one out because I ain't going to never see these people in T-Mo. And so we just kind of hung out and, went, on our little cruise little thing and got back on that. And so I won. So the guy's like, you know what? We want to offer you, if you want to, he said, we would love you to be on the cruise ship and you can have your own show. I'm thinking, what? Never crossed my mind. I'm telling you. I'm thinking, are you serious? He said, yeah. He said, here's my information. Take this. He said, I'm telling you. He said, and he was the entertainment for the night. I mean, he's the entertainer guy that gets these people to come on to the boat. And I thought, you know what, Lord, are you telling me to do something else? Because, man, and I was so excited because I was away from home, first of all, and I got a chance to get out. But the other part was the Lord was just reassuring me that he is not finished with me. And because I've been caring for my mom, my focus was always on her. What do you need? Okay, I need to get this done. And I was neglecting myself. And I went, I can't do that because, they'll say sometimes people always praying for the one who's been cared for, but they forget about the caregiver. And so they're the ones that end up, going first and the other person lives because they've been taken care of. And I said, I've got to start doing something for myself. And whatever I can do to do, even if it's to get away and go eat by myself, I do that. If it's go and just sit in the car at the park, I do that. I just need my own back. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So yeah, that was a fun night. So I need to go to another cruise. I need to call him too.
Yeah, you sure do, because he's trying to get you on every
Yeah,
cruise they got. You
but
need to
here's
bring
the
that monkey
thing.
home.
I know, but I reached out and I'm like, okay, I hit you up. I hit you up. So I'm like, okay, God, if this is for me, this is for me. So yeah, I enjoyed it because it was something different. Never done that. That kind of. Now, when I went to Prairie View, I used to sing with the band during halftime, and with the jazz band. So it brought back memories then. So God still got me.
He still got you. And that, again, that's the thing I love about God. He is so strategic, because you didn't go on that cruise thinking you about to sing the national anthem, to
Nope.
be on this competition, to
No,
win it, and all of this other kind of stuff. But you
and
got to be ready when
you have to.
you got to be ready.
You have to. That's for anybody. I don't care what it is. You think your stuff, what you're doing is really small and minute. I'm telling you, God could touch it and it could just bloom just like that. So don't sleep on God.
Yeah, don't sleep on God. So we got a lot of comments out here. So
Oh,
Miss Tiff said, "Oh wow, Mama, my aunt called one day and said, 'How's your mom?' I said, 'Mom is fine. We'll be fine, and I'm not fine.' Now the calls to ask how I am. Now she calls to ask how I am. That's a blessing. Good for
that
you, Miss
is.
Tiff.
That's
Good
good.
for you." And then Cleopatra said, "What's going on, Cleopatra?" She says, "Wow, your gift brought you before great men." Yeah, because something is coming from that.
Yay!
Something is coming from that. And then
Hallelujah.
Melissa said, "Your gift making rooms for you on the ocean." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's
I
see. We
love
got
it.
uh ma'am, and you thought you weren't going to share that cruise experience with us. Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, she should have known she was going to share that. She should have known she was going to share that. So
Don't bring
again,
it out of you.
you want to sing a little bit of "And I Will Always Love You"?
Uh, uh, uh.
Cruise arrangement.
Oh, how did they do? And you really got to hit that part. And I wasn't that high, but I had to make sure. I was like, please make sure, Lord, that I hit this note. This is not going to be good if I don't hit this note. If it was a song I had written, people like, oh, I don't know the song anyway, so it could be right. I don't know. But that one, boom, boom. And so that's all I got for you right there.
Okay, so Gaye, so here it is again. So you have an event coming up
I
on
do.
Is it Mother's Day or Mother's Day weekend?
Mother's Day weekend.
So Mother's Day weekend, and it's designed to give back to caregivers. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Great. So this is an event I've done every year since 2020, as a matter of fact, and with Curtis King at the Dallas Black Academy of Arts and Letters, and it's going to be May 1st and 2nd at 9 p.m. Y'all, the shows always start late, but they're really, really great. And the Lord put on my heart that this time I want to give back to caregivers. So for those who are caring for parents, I want this to be a great night for you. And as we celebrate you, so what I've done was I've asked people to nominate someone that that could use a gift, whether it's a spa treatment, maybe it's some diapers, it's some bed pads, whatever that looks like. If you know someone that is like in need or needs a day out, and they just need somebody to be a caregiver for a day, and then you can, I guess, arrange for that to be so, pay for them, so they can have a day for themselves. Maybe they want to go to the movie. So I just felt like, because we don't always get a chance to get away, and everybody doesn't have people to care for their moms. Sometimes they're doing it by themselves 24/7. Cause why? Maybe the finances are not there, the insurance doesn't pay for it. It's just they're stuck. And I just want to celebrate them because it is a lot. And because I'm there, I get it. And it's amazing how just that quick getaway, going to the store or riding in the car sometimes and just go get some ice cream and come back to the house, how that is amazing for someone. And I want to give back to them. I want them to come to the show so people can donate money, some tickets, so you can be a part of the show, or you can buy a whole table for T-ball. So it's not just for the caregivers and all, but also for T-ball. Curtis King, he does a magnificent job in supplying, entertainment on the weekends, and it's really good. You have poetry, he has a Valentine's Day thing, and it just so happens for me, I'm going to be doing a night of worship. We might do a little bit of everything tonight, but when you come, I want them to be able to walk away going, somebody cares about me too. And so yeah, if that's you want to you might nominate yourself. You probably want to nominate anybody else. You're like, I need a break. I want to come and I just want to just chill out. Maybe somebody can donate a hotel room. Maybe somebody can donate Uber to give you a ride somewhere. Whatever it is, maybe you got a gift card for food to give to them. This night is going to be a night for giving back. And so if that's you, hit me up and I would love to look at it and see what we can do for you.
Wow. So this is a concert that you're doing, a 2-night concert, right? So they can come either night, right? They don't have to come both nights, just either night. Okay. So, wow. So in all of this, I know you've been doing the T-ball thing for a while now, but all of this was just inspired because of your recent experiences and you understanding that new role?
Yeah. Yeah, I will say that. And then because also there are people who have reached out and it's like, hey, Gaye, I'm praying for you, or hey, I'm in that situation with you. It's been hard for me. Just their testimonies alone, it just makes me go, what can we do? Or what can I do to help? And it takes all of us. I can't do it by myself. So it is a heart. I've always had a heart to want to help people anyway. Like I said earlier, sometimes to my default. But in this, I'm like, I just want to do it. I want people to know we see you. I want people to know if you don't have the funds, here's an area you can go to. And maybe there's an agency that's listening to me right now and go, hey, I want to partner. How can we do to help these people get the resources that they need? Because we don't even know who is doing what. There's so much information out there that we don't know anything about. And maybe these people can go, hey, from here, I'm going to give you this. I have a young lady now who's coached me, the caregiver. She is giving back and she's already said, hey, I'm in. Just count me in. I'm going to do it. So if that's you and you just want to give, it's like, hey, I'm going to find out who the people are and it'll go directly to them. Not me, them.
Yeah, I love that. And guys, so y'all know I like to support everything. So Gaye is gonna give away some tickets on behalf of Dope Ass Judo. She's gonna find some way. I'm gonna give Gaye some money, and she's gonna find a way to use it for that event or to bless someone else. So if you are wanting to come to the event, hit Gaye up. Hit Gaye up on the thing. Let her know that you watched the podcast and that you saw this and you want to come to it or you want to nominate yourself. I saw that Jackie Gordon said, she nominated herself, Jackie Gordon, as a prior caregiver. Yeah.
I love it.
Exactly. So Jackie is a phenomenal woman, but you guys can DM Gaye, hit her up and say, hey, I want to come to your event to get more information about tickets or to support or whatever. But definitely go out and check it out. And if you are a caregiver, try to be in the place that night.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. It's always been a great time. People, we have fun, because we can have the joy of the Lord is our strength. So we can have a good time in the Lord. We may do some new things, but there's still want to be an area where we give back. And it's really a blessing to give, and it's not always like, I got to have $1,000. No, sometimes people say, all I got is $5. All I got is $2. All I got is $25. But it depends on the heart, where it's coming from. People can have so much money, but not have a heart. So which one? What profits a man to gain this world and lose his soul? So we just want to be a giver. That's, and love on people. That's what God is. He's love.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Hey, Gaye, you got some new gear on. That's caregiver gear.
I do. Let's see. Look at that, y'all. I designed this shirt. It's called
Oh,
the Care Crew.
kind of fancy. It's
Ain't that
fancy.
kind of fancy?
I
I'm
love the
like,
baseball cap on it.
yes. See, this is me with my little cap. I always wear baseball caps. And then because you're part of the Care Crew, whoever you may be. And then we got stethoscope. I hope I said that right. And then my name is right over here in the corner. Oh
Wow.
yeah, we got some. I
Now,
like that.
and you're gonna be selling those, right, Gay?
I am. I'm going to sell these.
Okay, will you have those at the event?
I will. I certainly will. And I can start selling them now so you can wear them to the event so we'll know who you are as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna give 2 shirts away. And y'all see, I always be telling y'all I'm gonna do stuff, and y'all never contact the people, and they'll tell y'all I give them the money. So
There
I'm
you
not
go.
lying. I'm not
You've
lying.
done it before.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So if I'm telling you, so I'm gonna give 2 shirts away. First 2 people will reach out to Gaye, tell Gaye you want a shirt, give her your size. Bam, we got you. We got you, and you can wear it to that event, that night, and just come out and support. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a blessing. Gaye is phenomenal live. Now, that's one thing I got to give my sister props on. Like live, you can hear her on the CD, but it's nothing like hearing Gaye in real time, live on the stage. So make sure you're in the place on that night. Make sure you're there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blessing. We're gonna have a good old Jackie told my sissy, I need my shirt.
Jackie, I'm gonna get you tomorrow. Because did you hear that ping? You're not supposed to be texting her while she on live.
I mean, big time like, wait a minute, what? Okay. Yeah, she's like, look, we have not because we asked not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Lord gave me that, and it's like He's taking me in another vein. Although I love doing worship, I love God, I love what I do, but at the same time, I think He's like, but I'm doing something new in your life. And sometimes we look back on what we used to do and go, but I'm so used to this. This is great. I know how to do this. There's no hiccups about it. It's just the norm. And He's like, but like the word says, but I'm doing a new thing. I'm doing a new thing. So I'm like,
new thing.
I'm gonna go with the new thing, y'all. I'm just gonna go with it.
Yes, I love that.
And those who get the shirts, you got to advertise it for me. Put it on, show it, and then say where you got it. All right. Okay, I don't want to say that. Go.
Yeah, no, I think that's the right thing to do because it's like what you're doing is so remarkable, and more people need to hear about it. And sometimes our people who wear our stuff, they can reach people that we can't.
Yeah.
So sow that seed, go do, promote her. And trust me, when you have that heart that you're promoting people, when it's your time and you doing something, God will send you those people that's going to promote you. It all comes back to you. So yeah, support Gaye and what she got going on there. So Gaye, anything else you got to say because we at our hour mark almost. Anything else you have to say?
Well, I want to tell you, thank you so much. John has always been that encouragement for me. I don't know how we started connecting, but we did. And I'm so glad that we're back connecting again. And I could run stuff by you and you say, hey, this is what I thought about. And he's always just been that ear to listen, but also been that one like, let me pour off into you. Let me help you in this area. And it's hard to really find people that not only talk about it, but be about it. So I want to thank you for this time, this night, and that you have a platform too that people that I don't know and vice versa. And hopefully with all this information that people are getting tonight, that they will pass it on and that it'll just be an overflow packed on that weekend. But not just that, but to give to those who are in need, that need it probably a lot more than you. So I'm thankful for this.
I love that. And the same thing, and this is one thing I got to tell you about, Gaye. I'll never forget was one day I called Gaye and I think I was having a rough day or whatever. And, I love people. Before we got off the phone, Gaye said, can I pray for you? And that's not something you get a lot of times when you call people. They be just like, okay, I'll pray for you. And they keep moving. Now, she was talking about pray for you in real time. She was like, behind your head, sucker. We about to pray. No, she didn't say that. But it was prayer in real time. And I think you need those type of people in your life. So Gaye, the same way you feel about me, that's exactly how I feel about you. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, Gaye, I'm so proud of you
Thank
in
you.
this phase of your life. And I'm so proud. And I shared this with Gaye before we came on, because when Gaye was getting ready to enter into this new chapter of her life, she didn't know what her life was going to look like. And like I told you, it's like I see you doing, and maybe I'm just paying attention to you more now, I don't know, but I see you doing more stuff than what I used to see you doing. So it's like life has picked up for you tremendously, and God is just continuously, sustaining, and, because I don't know, God is doing a great thing in you, and I'm inspired. I'm truly inspired.
Thank you so much. I need that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So let's see here. Yes, Jackie got yes. Intercessions are wonderful. Gaye is purposeful. I agree with you, Jackie. Jack is the same way.
She is.
Let's see here and what we got here. Oh, Jackie said yes. You both are. Okay,
oh,
Jackie. Oh, look at you. And let's see here. Rachel said, love your shirt, and we'll sell her shirt too. Okay, Rachel, that's what I'm talking about. And I think Rachel said earlier she was a caregiver for 6 months. She said she was a caregiver too. And then Yolanda said, I would love to give. I'll hit you up. I'll also be attending. I've been 3 times, and it's always good.
Oh, gosh, thank you, for real.
Yeah. So Yolanda was on the podcast last Monday. She's a licensed therapist. And yeah, she was on the podcast last week. Yeah, I think it was last week. And yeah, great conversation. And Yolanda, I'm glad that you were a witness and give her a good review.
Yay.
And then Melissa said your gift making room for okay, I think I posted that earlier. But yeah, guys, so thank you all for tuning in on tonight. Oh, Karen Billington said, I've been a fan for over a decade.
Thank you.
How long? About 50 years you've been a fan? Because Gaye about 80, ain't you, Gaye?
Yeah, I was just about to be all right for this right here.
Also, Gaye, before we leave, you got to sing something for us. Like, sing something for us. What's your mom's favorite hymn?
Oh. She likes old songs. So let's see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
That's a good note to go home on. So y'all, oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So guys, it has been a great time with y'all on tonight. We will see you next Monday for the season finale of this podcast of this season. So one more episode. So everybody be here next Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Gaye, thank you again for coming on here, my sister. I love you to death.
My pleasure. Love you back.
All righty, guys. See you next Monday. Peace.
Yeah. Real life stories and transparent conversations, hustle and grind, love and relationships, with all the tools for living your best life. It's the Dope As Do Podcast. The Dope As Do Podcast.